Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a very exciting LEGO Disney video. Today we're looking at the new promo set, set number 40774. This came out of nowhere. This is the classic animation scene, has 270 pieces. It's valued at $19.99 USD or $24.99 Canadian, but will be available with any LEGO purchases beginning from October 28th to November 11th, supposedly according to leaks and rumors, for purchases of $130 or more. But it's actually available right now if you are in the US, if you head over to the Disney store online. All right, so I have to go through and explain a lot of different things here because it gets a little bit confusing. But to get this promo, you need to spend $130 at the Disney store online. Now, you then put in the code in checkout GIFT, and it will appear in your cart, and it will show you that you have qualified for it. If you want as well, there is a code to get free shipping, which you just type in Ship Magic for purchases of $85 or more. But there's also currently a promo running right now for 25% off, $125 plus. But it does not count towards LEGO. You can qualify for the gift with purchases by buying things that are not LEGO, but you also cannot stack this 25% off with the LEGO promo. So you can't have the two codes going at the same time. You can get the free shipping at the same time. But you'll notice that I said with purchases of $130 or more. So it's not exclusive to buying LEGO. Maybe there's a lightsaber that you've always wanted. You can go add that to your cart and you'll qualify for that. All that is to say as well, there is international shipping, but it's gonna cost you, and the free code for shipping does not cover it. So a lot to consider here. I think for myself, I'm just gonna be waiting until October 28th because I don't even know when this thing will arrive. I actually think it's kind of cool that LEGO's offering this early through the partners site. I think that's a really interesting thing that's happening here. Well, what is the set? It's really interesting. It's a little TV with some scenes and vignettes. So the TV build I think is really cute with the feet there, as well as on the sides as well with all those grill pieces. I love the antennas on the top. The screen is really interesting with those dials as well. This reminds me of a smaller version of the NES that we got for Super Mario. But this, of course, has different scenes, and specifically here on the main one is the intro. If you're a 90s kid like myself, you remember this intro with the white Disney castle there and the star going across there. I love the part usage for that. I think that's absolutely amazing. Now, the set unfortunately has a lot of stickers. That's the only exclusive thing, I believe, for this set. You could see on that 2x6 tile the big Disney sticker, which is kind of neat. I have some interesting ideas and thoughts for that. But as someone who just recently talked about how much the gift with purchase for the Black Pearl meant to me, with having Jack's compass there from the intro of all those Disney DVDs and everything, this is really cool. But also, it's specifically a Toy Story set as well, which means the world to me. Like, Toy Story was literally my childhood, and it's one of my favorite films of all time. And we have a little diorama of Andy's room, which looks so cool. I love the window there, the beams, of course, the iconic walls there with the clouds. I don't think this medium azure, whatever the technical term is for this blue, doesn't really work for the wall color. It should have been the light blue, I think. That's much closer to what it is in the films. I love how they have the banister there at the bottom. Really cool with all of the wall panels there too. Of course, against the wall is the Luxo ball, and that is a sticker here, and it looks great up against the wall on that 3x3 tile. I think that's really cool. Again, would have loved for that to be a print. It's just interesting that we're getting this here. Meanwhile, we just got the actual brick-built ball in an idea set this year as well. Now, included for the very first time, right next to the ball, is Lenny, which is an incredible build here. I love this so much. I think maybe the eyes could have been printed or something, or figuring that out, but just to have an official build for Lenny is so cool. Presumably Woody would also be able to pick him up, which is really cool. And speaking of Woody, you could see here it's the exact same figure that we got earlier this year, unfortunately without the dual molded legs that we got in other sets, but it's still a really great figure, and hopefully they bring back the legs for next year for Toy Story 5. And I love some arm printing for him as well. But I love these little blocks off to the side. They're supposed to be like the letter blocks. I think that's great. And you've also got a toy soldier there on top, which should be the statue in green, not sand green. I talked about that in the review earlier this year. And down below, you got a sticker there that says Toy Story. Of course, you're able to actually put this inside of the TV, which looks pretty cute inside there. Does take me back to my childhood, watching it on those big blocky TVs. And there's one other diorama, and this is of the Lion King. And it's interesting here. It's a cute idea, but I think it's missing the mark for me personally. Like, it's great that Simba's here. I think it's interesting that they're taking the exclusivity of this Simba cub from the Ideas Disney 100 set and bringing this over here. But for me, it's the Pride Rock build. It's great. The shaping of that is phenomenal. I love that a lot. I love how maybe it could have been on a little bit more of an angle with the back rocks and everything, the little cove underneath. Incredible, incredible. I love the shape. But the colors, it's wrong. Like, the color of Pride Rock is very clearly, and it should be, medium nougat. It is a very sand sort of color. It's a very reddish color. It's not gray. I think the sky color, I now understand maybe why they chose that color for Andy's room, because it lets them reuse the parts here for the sky, and that works well for the clouds and everything. I think that looks good. I like the mountain in the back, the little newer leaf piece there in the front, and then you've got that Lion King tile. It's cute. I feel like it's missing something, and I don't know what it is. I think maybe including a Disney princess in here. If I had to pick a princess to be remade, it would probably be Ariel for sure in her classic animation form. And the diorama would be like her singing on the rock or something like that. Again, if the rock was gray for that, and then it would be more accurately colored for the Lion King, it would look visually different. But also, I think if they incorporated a live action movie here, I think that would have helped as well. You're sort of then covering everything, the classic animation, a Pixar film. My mind goes instantly to Tron right now, like doing a classic Tron minifigure here, I think would have been cool. Like, the grid visually would look really awesome. But also another missed classic live action thing that they are not touching is Mary Poppins. I think that would also work really well. Having her fly in the sky above London, I think would make for a very visually appealing diorama. I would love to know who else was considered for this set. I think that would be really interesting to know. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, what do you think of this promo? Are you going to be picking this up later on this month from LEGO? Are you going to try and get this right now through the Disney store? Comment all down below. But anyways, everyone, if you want, at the end here, I'm going to link two videos. I'm going to link a review for the Disney 100 set as well as the Toy Story set that released earlier this year. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.